Hey everyone, Sir Glefner here with a D&D character build. I know I've been promising this one for a while, so let's get right into it. Although we should probably discuss first that it's going to be different from how a lot of other people do the build guides, so I'm just going to get right to the shit people care about. Because I'm here presenting mechanics and how to make, if this fits your vision, how to make it work mechanically. It's up to you to flavor your character how you want to flavor it. Your backstory, all that bullshit. Now, if you've already read the title, you're probably thinking, but Gleph, what do you mean revised ranger? I mean exactly what I mean, motherfucker. I mean, this is how you ranger. Also, it's how to put all your ranger friends on suicide watch, trust me. So first things first, this build is going to be going up to level 13. I'll be walking you through how to get to this point where it's actually intended to be played if you're starting at lower levels, so let's start from there. We're going to be starting from level 3 because, fuck it, you need to be Eldritch, you can't be Eldritch Knight to level 3 anyway, so if you're not already level 3, what the fuck are you doing here? First things first. Here's how you want your stats. We're going to be playing a high elf here. I do have stat blocks if you want to play something else, so if you want to be a variant human, you really don't need it for this build, but fucking whatever. If you're one of those people. Variant human. 8 in strength. This is all point by the way. 8 in strength. 15 in dex. 14 in con. 15 in intelligence. 10 wisdom. 8 in charisma. This will be the same stat block that we'll be using for high elves, but for a different reason. Now I have 2 half-elf blocks here. The one I am using is the one you see right now is the one I would recommend. But this what's important is the second one will be if your table does not allow feats for whatever fucking reason, or specifically does not allow the Elven Accuracy feat, then I'm going to give you a second stat block. The non-Elven Accuracy High Elf stat block is 8, 14, 14, 15, 10, 10. So basically you're taking 1 point away from Dex and getting 2 more points into your charisma there at the end. Because, at least for me, I'd rather get a little bit more protection against getting fucking banished than anything that's gonna make me give it to a strength saving throw anyway. But whatever. Okay. Now we need to talk Eldritch Knight. Also, obviously, first things first, you haven't seen archery. We'll be doing archery here. Although, much like an actual ranger, we're going to be able to do melee just as fine and still make them cry. Let's go talk about spells real quick. Let's go talk about our spell progression. Because anybody who's ever played Eldritch Knight knows this is a bitch. Where are my notes here? Okay. You're 3rd level Eldritch Knight. Congratulations. But Gleph, what are my spells? Don't worry. Don't worry, Timmy. I got you covered. At 3rd level, you're going to pick up Shield and Absorb Elements as your Abjuration and Evocation only spells. Your any school spell is going to be Find Familiar. I shouldn't have to explain to you why Shield and Absorb Elements are amazing, but if you're new here, if you're new to D&D, they're fucking amazing. 4th level, we're picking up Thunderwave. 7th level, we're picking up Scorching Ray. And then, we're replacing Find Familiar with Shadow Blade. Prepare to make your fucking melee rangers cry. Melee ranger friends cry. 8th level, we're picking up another any school spell. Enlarge, Reduce. Now we're playing with archery. What this will do is, besides making your size larger, every one of your tasks is a D4. So, extra D4 on it, so I mean, fuck your DM, I guess. 10th level, we're picking up Magic Missile because we have no spells we want anymore. Eldritch Knight, whatever. 11th level, we're picking up Shatter. And here we go, 13th level. We are picking up Counterspell at 13th level. And then we are replacing Enlarge with the thing that will make every ranged ranger cry himself to sleep every night. We are picking up Flame Arrows. But Gleph, I hear you. What about Fireball? What about Fireball? We're a fighter. We're single target DPS. Fuck you. DPR, sorry, I forgot this is an MMO. Where are my fucking things? Okay. Let's scroll back up here. And let's talk about what I would recommend for your skills here. I'm using a custom Outlander. You know, custom. If you don't know, custom backgrounds are available in the player's handbook. I just switched out the stat block here. I wanted the feature, but I wanted different skills. So I took. I took nature and acrobatics. Or actually, arcana. I took nature and arcana with the Outlander background instead of the normal ones. With my fighter skills, I took acrobatics because we are dex based, and I swear to God, I'm blind. History. Give me a second. I want to make sure I'm actually able to do that. I know I put it down, but no, yeah, history's game. Okay, cool. Since we're going to have high intelligence, we really want to, you know, make the most of our skills here. And also, just because you're a fighter, trust me, you're gonna be really fucking bored in the social interaction exploration if you don't have any good stats. If you've seen me, if those who've seen me actually, you know, the archive streams of the archives of my weekly group, you will know Zevirus wrecks everyone's faces. Properly built Eldritch Knight will make your DM hate you forever. But he's also good with skills, because since we're not dumping intelligence, whoo boy. Whoo boy. Now a couple other things to note here. We will be using light armor for this build, but a lot of people seem to have a misconception about how heavy armor works. Although yes, there is a strength requirement to use heavy armor. Since we have proficiency in it, if we don't have the strength, the only thing that happens to us is we lose 10 speed. Whoop-de-doo. We have a longbow. Fuck you, DM. So heavy armor is still entirely viable with this build, since, again, if you've seen it, I don't like stealth. I don't see what the point is. Fucking 1v1 me, brah. Let's see what else should we go over here. Also, if you notice, yes, this is the DPR this is the 3 rounds. As always, we're using the assumed 3 rounds of combat, and we're making the DM and the Ranger's cry. I'll get into how this works in a second here. Actually, I'll just explain it now. Okay, so Flaming Arrow will essentially be our Hunter's Mark. Yes, it costs a 3rd level spell slot. It's fine, because at this point, we're going to make every Ranger cry forever. So let me break it down for you. Before you know combat's going to start, probably right beforehand, you're going to want to use Flaming Arrow. Just touch your quiver. Congratulations, you have now 12 pieces of ammunition, which works perfectly. Because if you action surge in those 3 in that first round, and then 3 attacks every round after that, that's exactly 12 attacks. Congratulations. Each one of those gets a d6. This is Hunter's Mark, without the limitation of Hunter's Mark. Okay. Also, the one last thing I need to talk about is, this is assuming that you have 5 decks and a Bracers of Archery, which, if you're playing a ranged character, if you're playing a longbow character, at level fucking 13 and your DM hasn't given you Bracers of Archery, you need to have a talk with your DM. Tell him no. Tell him it's time to stop. Give me that shit. Okay, so ASIs for this build. Since we're starting with a 17 in Dax, at 4th level we're taking Elven Accuracy. I would say that, you know, you're going to want to find some fucking source advantage here, but, you know, do you have a Druid? Have them Fairy Fire. Do you have a Bard? Have them Fairy Fire. Have something do something for you, or, you know, whatever, it doesn't even really matter. Fuck, I don't care. You already do. Look, this is without fucking... These numbers are without advantage. This is just the icing on the cake, okay? Dex, then 6th level, we're taking Dex plus 2. Congratulations, you now have 20 Dex at fucking 6th level. Every other class hates you. You just maxed your combat stat. 8th level. While everyone else is maxing their combat stat, you already have it, so you're picking up Resilient Wisdom. Why? You see this amount of damage? Do you see it? You don't want to get mind controlled and hit your party with this. They will hate you forever. 12th level, we're picking up Sharpshooter. No, we don't need the damage. What we do need is the cover, because fuck them, that's why. Also, let's go into spells. Go back to spells for a second. High Elf Cantrip. I'm gonna recommend Mending. Why? Most DMs I've talked to just usually hit, okay, yeah, you can have half your ammunition back. Use Mending and tell them to fuck you and get all my ammo back. If they overrule this, just take Minor Illusion. It's fine. You want to pick up Minor Illusion anyway. Create your own cover. You have Sharpshooter. Tell the enemies to fuck off. Firebolt. Do you need it? No. Is it thematically appropriate? Yes. Let's see what else we got here. Also, if you haven't done the math, if you're still wondering, Papa Gleph, what's the math at home? I'm sorry, what? No, I'm serious. Come on, viewer. Up your game. Your HP at this point be 108. Yes, this is behind Severus. He also has tough, so fuck you. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Go out there and make your DMs cry, motherfucker. And remember, Wizards of the Coast doesn't need to revise the Ranger. Because old Gleph just did it for you. And your DMs will hate you forever. Oh, fuck.